Hey to the people, what's going on? This is Happy Hour. I was almost forgot what the hell we're doing. This is Happy Hour. My name is Chase. You're watching No Chaser TV. Thank you so much for tuning in for another Happy Hour with me, and of course Tori B every Wednesday here. And I want to thank you guys for all of the success recently of No Chaser TV. I haven't gotten a chance to thank you for making us just on the tip of the tongue and the edge of the teeth, honey. I actually got a DM from a former uh, producer over at Revolt TV, and he is an Emmy Award-winning producer. He has his own outlet now, but he told me a lot of you guys may or may not know. Um, I haven't had a 9 to 5 job in quite some time. It's been quite hard for me to find one for some reason in this economy. But he told me that, a job will come, but continue to focus on No Chaser TV because it's tea. Bitch, you
Okay.
tea? Okay. You know, okay. So I'm going to continue to focus and continue to pray that God, in the meantime, continues to enlarge No Chaser TV's territory, but He also, makes me financially whole and solvent, on my own kind of thing. But thank Him. I want to thank Him so much. I'm going to leave Him anonymous, but thank Him. I want to thank Him for sending that. We needed that. I see the people are in the lounge coming on in with the mess already. Hey, to the people, how are y'all doing? Make sure I haven't said this in a long time. And so let's go ahead and start back doing that. Make sure you guys like, comment. Thank you for your comments. Subscribe. Go ahead and let's subscribe. We have a lot of return users as I've been looking over the numbers. A lot of return users, but for some reason y'all afraid to commit. Go ahead and put that ring on. You done fucked us. You done fucked us. You done fucked us. Now it's time to commit. Go ahead and subscribe and follow wherever you're watching. And we do greatly appreciate that. And make sure your notifications are turned on. I did see someone say they didn't get a notification for the last Atlanta Live. So hopefully you got one for this one. And we're going to move right on into the things. I see. Okay, what is that? What did Alice say?
Alice said, I see the Prosecco. That's right. And
Hey,
it's
Alice.
black owned. And if anybody sees Issa Rae, let her know I'm drinking her stuff while we.
Okay, yes, Issa. Yes, East. Speaking of East, are you excited for Sweet Life to start re-airing on OWN with special new footage?
Yes. I'm glad that it found a new home. I wish a lot of our shows that don't get extended on these platforms find new homes. There's a lot of great shows. And I just feel like we don't get the same treatment as say the other shows that come on, and we get one season and then they cut us off. um so I am excited because I've never watched it because I am not paying for another subscription.
You've never watched The Sweet Life?
No, I gotta watch it. I mean, I heard it was
Yeah,
good,
it
but I
is.
wasn't paying for another subscription, baby.
Oh my
There's nothing
goodness.
else on HBO Max for me to watch. HBO, I hope you're listening. Stop canceling our shows.
I'm about to ready to say stop taking y'all ass. Let me not say that because hey, we want to pick up. We wanted to pick you up, but you told everybody not to bring their ass over here. So let me keep my
Listen,
mouth shut, child.
I'm gonna just say this: after, after the George Floyd murder, I my viewing choices really changed. I don't want to watch anything where we are struggling, or it's trauma, or it's negative connotations, or stereotypical. I don't blame anybody who still watches Love and Hip Hop and all those things. That's great. I just can't do it. I want to see us in on shows where we're thriving. That's why I'm upset that, Martha's Vineyard on Bravo is on pause, right? Like, I think we need more shows that show that we are out here thriving and making it, and it's not always a struggle, because people really believe that black people cannot fly first class. cannot afford things because all they think we do is we're fatherless. We do drugs and everything else, and that is not a true representation of black people or brown people. And so I just don't subscribe to that. I can't watch Till. I can't watch 12 Years a Slave no more. I'm just not with it. So that is my choice. Y'all watch whatever y'all want, and we can talk about that later. Actually, that there's something we kind of missed with Atlanta that we should talk about because it was very anti-black and it came out of Phaedra's mouth.
Well, you are exhausting.
Oh well. Actually, I'm
Let's talk
educated.
about it now.
Okay. I agree, Zoel. What Phaedra said, and people are not really happy with her return so far. Is coming off very mean girl and very haterish. It's nothing wrong with fun shade, but the girl just got there and she coming for everybody. People who did nothing for her, nothing to her. She said something about Drew, and it was in reference to Drew doing movies that were, you know, black movies.
Well,
And it
I
was
mean, if y'all want to break it down, you want to go back and break the history books and go in the deep in the annals, deep, deep in your Real Housewives of Atlanta history. If that's the case, they've always been anti-black because you and the others on that show have always made fun of Kenya for her B movie or her B movies or her 5 second cameos. So
I agree with that. And I just think in this day and time, especially when it's really hard to keep a black show on the air, that was in very poor taste. And I'll take it a step further.
it's always been in poor taste. You guys just don't like Kenya more.
I never said that, and
It's always been in poor taste.
it has.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't remember that. I
Well, I
know they
mean,
talked about Twas. I do remember them talking about Twas. I never saw
Twa,
the movie, so I don't know.
but Twa was a staple in black households, baby.
Right.
Twa
I'm
was
I'm not
Twa was
saying
a staple in black households. But what I'm saying, even if she had a 5 second appearance, she appeared. You get what I'm saying? And when
right.
I say that, I mean, when we're looking down deep into black history and black culture, Waiting to Exhale, Deliver Us from Eva, Martin, Living Single. Uh,
That inspired so many others because living single inspired Friends. If y'all don't know that, now you know. Okay? They took living single and made it corny and digestible for the other folks.
you don't
All right.
just allege.
Allege, allegedly.
But y'all have always done that, for a quick kiki kaka joke. That's why I don't know. I'm thank you guys for making again the interview with Drew Sidora, the top podcast episode on No Chaser TV, the podcast with Chase Brown, because what I start off doing the very first second we get on set and we get to talk is give her things.
Right.
I know
Um,
it's in vogue to bash the girls. But if we're going to sit here and advocate, I'm glad that I was able to let her know, listen, reality TV is one thing and it has a way of skewing perception. Because if a girl want to read you and she takes your accolades, or in the words of Anita Leak's, your accolades from you, they can do that and make it a butt of the joke and make it a thing, especially if you're already the butt of the joke. And for most of her tenure on the Housewives of Atlanta, she kind of has been the butt of the joke. So for Phaedra to come in and say like black movies or whatever, black movies, I'm black. So thank God that, I'm just now watching, I've just started back running the game and I watched the game. I'm on episode 1 of season 2 after she done slept with that Derwin Ding Dong Davis, and I just remember at the time how big of a fucking deal that was.
it honestly still is. People are still mad.
Yeah, she told me to tell y'all to drop that, to let that go.
Yeah, let it go. That was
She told me to
Derwin's
tell you, I
fault.
told her no.
Why we always blame the woman
Look,
and not the man? He was
no,
lying.
he was lying, but she did. She did.
Back to Phaedra. Phaedra is, in the words of Maya Wilkes,
But that's Phaedra 101. She's always done that.
Classist and egregious. Okay?
She's always done that though.
It doesn't make it right because
It's never been right.
I get it.
But then when people say, "Well, why did you why you was on Kenya's side?"
I will say this for somebody who was out here taking them black people money, cash in hand, before you represented them in a courthouse. You took money from from the parking lot. That ain't so classy now, is it? But you so classist and egregious. I don't know, Phaedra. Phaedra is, and Jay called Phaedra Baby Bob. I don't disagree with that. She kind of do look like Baby Bob.
I want to before we move forward, address the fact that y'all was wrong when it came to Angela, and
I'm not gonna go there.
We can go there.
I already addressed it in the comments.
Somebody
was like, y'all, and you said y'all, it wasn't me. And I was like, and I'm gonna stand on my position.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't y'all. I was right.
No, I agree with you. And I said I'm standing on my position, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't care what Angela said in that moment, because Angela is keeping the lights on at Roa at this point. Okay? Andrew, yes. But just for this purpose, Angela, and although, and Chase, you said this too, she was wrong for inviting Drew on the cash trip.
Yes.
If Angela did not say anything I'm not done. I'm not done.
I know where you're going with this.
And yeah, because I said it already. If she did not invite Drew, Portia would not have any drama and we would not have anything to talk about. Okay, because on that trip they gave nothing. I was
that still doesn't make you less.
And y'all making up shit, talking about the girl
doesn't make you less wrong.
Had sex with Dennis. I didn't like that, so it's okay.
But I would but in the right and wrong of it all, it doesn't make you less wrong just because you gave somebody something to do.
Well,
it doesn't. You know, I am very consistent across the board now. I like you, but you right, and when you wrong, you damn wrong with me. You know that. You know that's how I'm built. You right, you're wrong. That doesn't mean I don't like you any less. And I think that that's something in society that we need to like get acclimated to. Damn, I can't tell you was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong because if it was my birthday and I purposely didn't invite the person, and then you go back and purposely invite the person, it's going to be a problem.
There's a lot of things in society that shouldn't be accepted.
Oh my God. But see, here you go. Here you go. When you do stuff like that, you negate my point. Speak to my speaking point.
Okay, you're right.
I don't want to. You're right if you don't feel like I'm right, but I want you to speak to
my right. Because if somebody was wrong, I would call their asses out on
Not lately, you haven't been.
Because Angela's my favorite. And
I don't give a fuck
down on it, okay? You be all right.
I'm just saying, you full of shit this season.
You all right.
You want it? You want me? You want me? What you want me to be? Not me? I can be not me. I'm gonna figure it out. Because when they wrong, I'm gonna call you them on it, and when you wrong with them, I'm gonna call you on it too. Just like you thought you call yourself when I like say when I go up for the girls, I think that you think is wrong. You let me have it. So you think.
You must be delulu.
No, you the one delulu.
Right? I'm just saying. Okay.
No, it's you. It's you. The tea that Drew is carrying the season. Yeah, true tea that Drew is carrying the season. Sugar, hey Sugar, how you been? Phaedra and Portia should have never been allowed to come back. I think that we needed the star power. But honestly, when you looked at what those girls, what the sweet six is like, what I like to call them, that core of the Real Housewives that everyone always lovingly refers to, um, and you look to who contributed and what they contributed.
But here's the thing. Here's the real tea. They dogpiled on Drew and made Drew a fan favorite. And nobody ever really, in the past 3 seasons she was there, people did not like Drew, including you. Now
Who
catch that tea. Now,
should be telling my motherfucking business?
okay, so as much as they dogpiled on her on the last episode,
I don't like her because they dogpiled on her though. That doesn't make me like. That's not the reason why I liked her.
no,
If
no,
you,
I'm just
well, I'm just
saying.
saying. I'm being clear,
Okay.
just for my sake. I don't like her because they dogpiled on her. I think that this is the first season that she's walked into being a real housewife. The comfortability, the reads were reading, the not letting rookies shake her. You know what I mean? That thing. Um, that coupled with the fact that I actually didn't think that Portia was all the way right. You get what I'm saying? I did say on the record that, you know, I do understand on a basic human level, if I tell you not to do something, regardless of whether it makes sense to you or not, and you're supposed to be my friend, then you don't go around and do it. So that was where I was with on Portia on that, right? On a basic level. If I ask you not to do something, although you do not understand what I've asked you not to do, if we are friends, I would hope that you respect that. I don't think that that's far fetched. I don't think that that's out of bounds. But then when Portia started expounding on her reasoning did not align to me with something that actually made sense. And it came from a place, and I said it then and I'll say it now. It came from a place of ownership, like she thinks she owned Dennis and she runs Dennis and he's going to do whatever he says to do. And then it also came from a place that the way that she was speaking, it felt like she was leveraging the relationship with their family dynamic if he didn't do it. So that was something I didn't like as well. And then it got into what I have not seen yet to be proof or, proven, like truths. So I haven't seen I haven't seen any evidence or anything that Drew was trying to sleep with Dennis. So when you say that in the press rounds, you say that Drew and Dennis um, were doing this as a publicity stunt for the promotion of their album, two things stick out to me like sore thumbs. One, if they're doing this for publicity for their album, then why are you going around showing text messages that Dennis say is not related to what you're trying to relate it to, number one? And number two, if it's publicity for the album and you are truly looking for it for the best interests of the family, this is another way that your husband could provide for PJ's future and towards PJ's whatever. I said the father of her children, right?
You said husband.
I'm sorry. I apologize. The father of her children can provide to his daughter's well-being and futurehood. Then why are you actively sabotaging it? And it also makes you look sad because you appear to be the only one that is fabricating things in order to get us to believe what you say, which is something that she has done in the past. And so y'all are just now seeing this, but that's just always been how she has rolled. So for me, this season, I didn't do a lot of hooping and hollering about it because I have hooped and hollered about it for years. Y'all hoop and holler about it.
Yeah,
I
they
already know what time it is.
they
You get what I'm
finally
saying?
catching on. They
But
finally
I've been there since day one. I already know what the tea is. I watched, and I'm not saying that Kenya was a saint. She absolutely by no means was a saint. And she absolutely did provoke the girls at time. Absolutely. But it wasn't all one-sided as they would want us to believe.
yeah. And I really do believe that because everybody was in agreement that Drew is the problem, because that's what they said at that table. Everybody has a problem with Drew.
I
Okay.
want to say name them.
Right. She should have said, I think the producers cut some of, because I was trying to
Had to.
understand
There's
why
absolutely.
everybody.
Kelly, what is your problem? What is her problem with Cynthia? What is her problem with Phaedra? What is her problem with Angela?
I didn't get it either.
Britt got a problem because she want to have a problem at this point if she got a problem with Drew. So
I it just gave, and it's backfiring because now everybody's behind Drew, and y'all, because y'all have nothing else to discuss. Kelly can't talk about her divorce. Okay, neither can Portia. At least Drew is giving us her real life. She's actually talking about her divorce. She's actually talking about being in the studio and making, and her music. And I'm trying to understand why Portia is trying to downplay that and make it seem like she's screwing Dennis when you on the show showing us corporate what is it, pampered by Portia. You showing your stuff, right? So why she can't promote her music, and the fact that Dennis is a part of that?
I think it's honestly because she does not know what Dennis will say. And that is what she would say that. She don't know what he would say. The last time they were on camera together, it wasn't good. She does not want to have an issue with Dennis on these cameras like she did the last time and tried to push her mama off a cliff.
That's yeah,
And
that's what it is. And if y'all haven't watched
that's the
Portia,
tea.
what was it? Portia's Family,
Portia's Family Values. Such an ironic name.
right? Because it was
Portia's
everything but.
Family Values. Ow! Portia tried to push Dennis' mama off the side of the cliff.
Yeah, if y'all ain't see that, go watch it because it's trifling as hell.
And the horror stories from the producers of that night. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like you don't put your hands on nobody's mama. Not You didn't have enough respect for Pilar to not put your hands on her grandmama. Please make it make sense.
Son says, I think Dennis switches up when Portia is around. Elaborate on that so we can talk on that too, if you don't mind, Sean. I mean, on a basic human level, I like to say that for some reason. You probably would not want to mention mothers and put your hands on, people's moms and stuff like that, but that's just not something that we have not seen Portia do. The reason why I bring that up is because very briefly, while we're talking about Housewives of Atlanta, give me un momento, por favor, if you will.
Thank you, Dina. Portia's Family Matters.
Whatever. But thank you, Dina. I want the same Portia Family Value. Oh, I can't even sing the song no more like I like it. Y'all done fact check me now. Oh boy.
While
The
we're
people on
talking about
fact check
Portia,
down to the thing. As I was saying, excuse me. I want to briefly mention this because Portia made some comments about Mama D after Mama D went viral for her introduction of Drew Sidora down to the family picnic event that they was at, and this was Mama D's. Excuse me. This is what Mama D said, so y'all can hear what she said. Oh, the people don't want me to be great. Hold on. Oh, the people don't want me to have nothing. Lord, the people don't want me to have nothing. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Portia did go live from her YouTube channel and was asked if she would make up with Nene.
Okay, so yeah, well, you can jump in ahead. Give me 1 second, baby.
Okay, good.
Good Lord. Go ahead. The clip won't load. Go ahead.
Again, Portia was asked, would she, reconcile with Nene? And her response was, I'm open to having a conversation. and that she had a lot of loss in the last year. And I think she was, referring to her cousin Londi, who had passed away. So she said life is too short, and she would be willing to have a conversation.
Well, Nene just recently on the Nene Leak show this week responded to that and said that she actually would be open to having a conversation with her as well. She said she's gonna let her have it first, but after that, they'll be all right.
And I think she should, because if y'all recall, there was a spat between the two over the show The Upshaws, where Nene and Portia was supposed to film together. And, Nene's recollection as to what happened is vastly different from Portia's version of what happened. And so basically she was supposed to film but ended up not filming, but then later filming, I think later in the season or next season, with Cynthia. So yeah, it was a lot going on there. So, and then we've seen, video of Portia, Nene calling Portia a liar. So that's that. But I'm hopeful that those two can have a conversation, and we could. Yeah, I do too, Sean. I believe Nene's version too, because she really made it seem like Nene did something to her. She was like, I didn't even see Portia. I don't even know why the producers said all that, but it's a lot. So hopefully they can reconcile and move things forward. But I'm excited to see if they'll do it. If they're both open, I think that's perfect.
Ciao.
You're not happy to see them get back together, big sis and little sis.
Do your big one, baby.
Oh, child.
Oh no, I don't. My thing about those two is I like to see everybody get along. Don't see no shade, right? I really do. I feel like certain people when they get along, they kind of bring the worst out of each other.
Yeah, them two done fell out so many different times.
But when I say the worst out of one another, I mean like terrorizing everybody else because they friends now. Oh, y'all friends now, so y'all finna get me. You know?
Well, there's some moments where they made me cackle. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, they're good TV though. Don't get me
Yeah.
confused. They're good TV. They're good TV. All right, you guys. We're gonna do it this way. I was trying to upload it, but we'll do it this way. This is what Mama D said.
That's not it.
Well,
That's
yeah. Huh?
X side of it. No, not continue. X. The sound.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, she got her and Portia, so that's some mess going on. You know, I don't know what's going on with Portia this season. Check. But she accused of Drew for taking her hot dog man. I don't know why she think Drew want a hot dog man. Yeah, yeah. It's all good because Mama D speak that truth. Y'all give it up for Drew Cigar.
We're not watching that. Mama D said she don't know why that lady think she want her hot dog, man. And so word got out to Portia. Word got down to Portia, and Portia said, make sure I had this correct. Ed Dennis McKinley has one baby mother and well established with great artists on his record label. Put that tooth in and he just might sign you, Mama D. Love ya. Mwah. Jenny said, I love Scrappy. I don't speak bad to anyone's mother, and I respect my elders, so I'm just going to be quiet here. Laughing emoji heart. Now Portia, in my opinion, listen, y'all know there's a generation of people, Torby included, that feel like they don't care how old you are. If you say something, they're gonna say something back to you. They don't care. But for someone who was acting like she was gonna kick Shamia ass about speaking about her mom when we saw the footage and she really didn't, the fact that she would speak to someone else's mother like that is just hypocritical. And I see now why Shamia told them girls that she's scared to talk to Portia, because I feel like Portia probably, we've seen the way on the show Portia has treated Lauren when she was upset. So it tracks to me. You had something you want to say?
Tori B included. Listen.
Tori be included. I just said that it's,
Yeah.
listen, didn't you just
You
literally just say?
Sure, you're right. Sure.
Didn't you literally just say that I did not like Drew for the first 3 seasons, so Tori be included?
Yes, I will admit, if somebody gets out of pocket with me, I'm coming for that
what
ass.
you gonna do?
I don't care what age you are. Stop thinking that you can disrespect people just because you're an elder. Elders need to learn respect too.
This is really pretty, isn't it? Don't you think? No?
And I got somebody in the comments that know how anybody could get cussed out.
But wait, this is cute, right?
It's cute.
Okay, go ahead, Carl.
No, I already said what I said.
Yeah, she definitely is going to disrespect the elders, so that's just her,
I mean, I could do it respectfully.
But I said what I said, and I meant it. I said,
bless your heart.
No, bless your heart. Okay, you are definitely
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you have that sector of people. I just think that it's a little interesting. Hey, Auntie, when you feel that way and you wrong road, and then you get on the road and you run over everybody's mama. I'm talking about put that tooth in her mouth. That's so wrong. That girl is a mess, y'all. All right, you guys, let's move on from Atlanta, and let's move into what we're going to talk about. NEXT. Oh, I like how I did that. What we're going to talk about next, because what we're going to talk about next is the Next Generation NYC. They had their TV premiere last night, and I must say I was thoroughly surprised. At first it was just on or whatever, and then when I heard Lil Kim, because that girl sounds like Kim, when I heard Lil Kim, Ariana Bierman, say that her parents took all of her money, I was cooking dinner and I stopped and I turned around and looked at the TV and I was hooked for the rest of it. Wow. So Lil Kim, Ariana Bierman on Next Generation NYC stated that her parents spent all of her money that she made as a child. She just found out 2 years ago. The relationship was pretty tense and strained. She ended up moving out. She has not spoken with Kroy, and they're not as close as they once were, which is tough for her to navigate. But her and her mom do have a better relationship. Although she also revealed that her mom still asks her for money. So let's just have the talk. Let's just talk about it, right? First of all, I did not know that we were going to get that from Lil Kim. And let me tell you what Lil Kim got going on. You know what that means? The fact that she gave us that storyline.
What?
She ain't going back to the pole house. She's gonna make this show work. That's work ethic, baby. That's how you work it. That was so truthful and forthcoming and hopefully freeing for her. I hate that her mom knows her payday, because her mom definitely gonna ask her for some money when the check come. Even though Ariana getting this show put her mom in position to film and get a day break, because I know Kim didn't film that show for free. Or I don't feel like Kim filmed it for free, at least. So she got a day rate, so she did get paid to be on it. But wow, What do you think about that? And I already know what you're gonna say, so go ahead.
Kim and Corey trifling as hell. Okay.
Well, let
Um,
me ask you. Oh, they trifling as hell, but let me ask you this: um, at the rate that they spent money and the lifestyle that they lived, do you think children should contribute to that lifestyle or no?
no, because that I'm sorry, Ariana, and shout out to her boyfriend who is trying to tell her to put her foot down and tell Kim no. And they brought up the fact that Kim was drinking a $200 bottle of wine, knowing full well she couldn't afford it, and still asking that girl for some money. Okay? So that was there. Her boyfriend is trying to get her to understand she needs to tell her mother no. So Corey and and Kim are the adults in this situation. Spending that child's money is disgusting. And for her to figure it out 2 years ago that they spent all her money and y'all still couldn't dig yourself out of the hole of foreclosure, even though she fronted forever that that house was not going into foreclosure, is disgusting. So what did you do with her money? You drank it, you spent it on gambling, because that's what Corey is alleging. She spent a lot of money on gambling, debts, and everything else, and buying crap,
Mine what?
clothes, whatever. You know you
Oh,
can't afford,
ooh.
you can't afford to keep up with your payments on your house. You pay for your house before you start buying jewelry and bags and cars and foolishness. It's sad. So no, I don't blame her because that's not her fault. Those are adults and they knew what they were doing. And y'all continue to have babies and spend all this money for no reason. You don't even got a house to lay your head in.
It was definitely sad and disheartening for me to watch it. I just felt so bad, not even the fact. Huh, for me, I know this is gonna sound crazy. For me, not even the fact that they spent the money. That's not. I mean, I hate that they did it. Don't get me wrong, but that wasn't what was like the gag to me. The gag to me was she had no clue they were spending the money. She also didn't find out until 2 years ago. So imagine thinking you have a nest egg, and when you go to the nest egg, the eggs have hatched and sprung, and they're down to the casino, and they're down to the Georgia Power, and they're down to the this and the that. Like that was what gagged me and broke my heart for her because some parents they do you know put the lights in the children's name. They do take the birthday money and spend it on bills and necessities and food. They do take the birthday money and do this and do that. And I know that that is an issue within itself. I recognize that. I'm not trying to normalize it, but for me, that wouldn't have been as shocking because that's something I heard before and something, that we know happens. But normally they say, girl, ain't no birthday money. We finna pay the light bill with that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what a parent, at least I know that's what a black parent would say. You know what I mean? However, for her not to know and think for all those years that, okay, I have this and I'm gonna be able to do that, that is what gagged me the most. It
Yeah,
did.
and here's the other part, right? The boyfriend was like, he was, Ariana's like, I don't want the relationship between me and my mom to be strained, and she's going through a divorce and she has these kids. And the boyfriend was like, yeah, but you sending her this money and you don't even know if she's spending it on the kids. That is the problem. You broke as hell and still doing trifling shit with the money. You didn't need to have them. I'm sorry. Like,
Unpopular opinion. I'm talking about my mom.
well, I don't care. In this case, somebody need to step in with them other
Unless you sending her money too. Don't talk about my mom.
somebody need to step in and make sure she taking care of them kids the way she's supposed to. I wonder where they living, and what she's spending the money on that Ariana. But if she's buying $200 bottles of wine, she damn sure ain't spending it on them kids. I think that is just ghetto. Like, did you really? You on mute?
Kim had a whole TV show, and for years she had a whole TV show. I was reading a comment. Yeah, for years they had like 8 seasons.
And that show was terrible.
8 seasons. The first 1 or 2 seasons wasn't that bad, but I stopped watching it. For years they had a television show. They had endorsement deals. She blew through a lot of fucking money.
The money.
She had housewives money. Her husband had money.
End.
Like, ooh.
If you live above your means, and that's something my dad taught me. You live above your means, the money will end, honey. I don't know who she had advising her on this shit. It's just, it's, you know, I know Croy's parents are sitting here. I mean, family is reveling in this. They told him not to marry that heifer. And I don't disagree. So tragic.
From there, we catch up with Riley, and Riley is with Brooks, and she's saying that she has her mom has given her a year after college to start making her own money, and she's going to get cut off. And I'm just going to say, what a way to ruin a great show. Because after that storyline that Ariana gave us, Riley came with that fake ass bullshit. Because there's no way. There is no. There is no.
What do you mean?
Way.
What do you mean?
Kandi is not cutting her child off. Kandi didn't cut her mama off. Child cheat.
Riley has a degree. She should figure
Riley,
it out.
she probably want Riley to start making her own money, but Kandi is never going to cut Riley off. So I don't buy the storyline.
So here's what you can do.
What I'm saying, the way that it was presented is, I got a year or I'm shit out of luck. And I just don't believe that.
Okay, I agree. But here's the other thing. There is a way to set up a trust and not give your kids the money until a certain age. And I'm pretty sure that's what Kandi did. But everything else, baby, no, you cut off.
I doubt it. Kandi Burruss, get out of here. Get out of here. No way. No way. And her first baby? No, ma'am.
Oh, you know what? Did you see, now that we're talking about Riley, sorry, y'all, I live in New York. You're going to hear sirens.
Oh, my God. What are those loud ass sirens? What is that?
Anyway, Riley posted a TikTok or a post with Block. I saw.
Oh, yeah. And then her daddy got money too? Child, jeez.
Do he?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You know, Kandi said
Block is a music executive as well. I mean, that's probably why he got money.
And he got more than one kid. Actually, I am for Kandi cutting her off. Let her daddy give her money. He owe her.
Who that's hurting?
It's not about hurt. You got to figure it out.
It is about hurt.
No, it's not.
When y'all say stuff like that, it hurts the child.
If I had a kid, I don't care.
Now you put me in the middle of y'all bullshit.
No, she's not a child. Riley is a grown.
You said let her daddy do it.
Yes.
She's not a child, but that's always going to be Candace's child.
He owes her money. I think that's what you know.
I don't agree.
She needs to learn how to.
I don't agree. I figured y'all figure it out and don't.
Riley went to NYU.
Don't put Riley in the middle of that shit. That's what I think.
It's not in the middle. She's an adult.
She did. Let her daddy do it. That's trifling to me.
She's an adult.
Her daddy should do it. Don't get me wrong. He should, but let her daddy do it implies that I'm not going to do it anymore. So if you're not going to do it and the father does not do it, then who's going to do it?
Riley is an adult.
No, but do you know? She's an adult, but
he's not obligated to pay child support. I'm just letting you know she's over. She's over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I obviously understand that, But when you say let her daddy do it, like, girl, take it up with her daddy because Riley had nothing to do with that. So I don't like how you said it. I don't.
Her father should be paying for something.
Absolutely.
That is my point.
Absolutely. Okay. Let her daddy do it implies that Candy's going to stop and just let her daddy do it, who has a history of not doing so. I don't like that. So then that means nobody's going to do it. And Riley has enough connections. Riley has enough. She wanted to go get a music internship and start working at a label. She could. She wanted to, work for Candy Coated Entertainment. I'm sure she could. Riley has options, and Riley is never going to be without a day in her life. Never.
She is an NYU graduate. She'll be perfectly fine.
Her mama Candy Burris. So, I mean, really.
Right. Your mama would say sink or swim. Exactly. Figure it out.
Okay, figure it. Some people, did your mama say sink or swim because y'all had to?
I was shit out of luck.
Okay, that's your story though. That's not Riley. Riley's not shit out of luck, and that's no knock to you or to anyone else who has had to sink or swim. That is not a knock, baby. But that's how you got it because that's how you live. You get it how you what? Live.
I know. And what I'm gonna say is,
remember
Todd said, "Yo, at some point these kids gotta work and they gotta."
But Todd is committed to the struggle and the hustle. So, and when he said that, people was down his throat about it because one daughter was living a lifestyle and the other daughter was deprived of a lifestyle because the father was dedicated to the hustle, and that wasn't fair to that other daughter. So, no, next. You're not gonna marry Candy Burris, and Candy Burris want to give me some money, and you telling her no. Fuck that. Okay? Fuck that. Because not only fuck that, now I have to be emotionally mature and aware as a child to not let my resentment from you blocking me from having things filter off into the child. So now I got to make sure I don't kick Riley ass for having because you don't want me not to have. Because you want me not to have, excuse me. That takes a level of emotional awareness that is just not really there for a lot of children. That is making children not be children. That is adultifying. I don't even think that's a word, but like growing your child up. Like, I don't like shit like that.
So what I will say
is married. Let me tell you something, okay? It'd be one thing if Candy did not treat her child like that. Candy wanted to treat Riley like the girl like that. I'm sorry, not the girl. What's her name? Kayla. She wanted to treat Kayla like that as well. And it wasn't, Kayla didn't necessarily get the same treatment, not because of Candy's doing, because of her motherfucking daddy doing. That shit is fucked up. But everybody, but you mean the motherfuckers tell me I can't, get and have, but you can get and motherfucking have?
Okay, let me get my point in this. Okay,
please.
I'm gonna say this. Raising entitled children is how you get people like Kim who think that, again, reality has to hit. I grew up, let me be very clear with you. I had an American, let me explain. I grew up when I was 18, my father helped me establish credit. I had multiple American Express cards at 18. You have to learn how to teach your children to be fiscally responsible. And Miss Vanessa, I saw what you said. There's nothing wrong with spoiling your child. But I have literally a cousin where my aunt, because her child was so smart, she gave and gave and gave. And he never really grew up and just spent and spent and spent. That does not make somebody fiscally responsible.
You teach them fiscal responsibility.
Let me finish.
Please.
So what I'm saying to you is there has to be somewhere in the middle where you don't, because a lot of these kids these days, they are entitled. And this is the reason. You can't give to no extent. and teach them how to be responsible with money. I had American Express cards, but I wasn't out here shopping on Fifth Ave and think I could buy whatever I want. I had to still pay the bill at
But that was you.
that's not what you're not listening. And
I am listening to you.
no,
You
I'm
recognize
sorry. I would never raise my child to think that
that's
there's an
you.
unlimited amount of money and there's
Who
you can
has
spend
done
to
that
no
with
end.
their
That's how
children?
you create people like Kim.
Who's done that with their children? Do you think that Riley thinks that her mom just sits under a money tree, or has she not known the price and the consequence that it took the Candy to get what she got? Meaning that she wasn't always there with them, meaning that she was always working. Back in the day, Real Housewives of Atlanta used to film 6 months out of the year, baby, 6 to 9 months. 6 months regular season, an extra 3 for pickup. So 9 months out of the year. Then she was off doing movies, other things. Then she got back with her group Escape. She's produced, she's done this. Surely her daughter knows that with great sacrifice comes great reward. But in order to get the reward, you have to have great sacrifice. She has been a beneficiary of the sacrifice and the reward. But surely with her mom giving her an ultimatum that, hey, you need to go ahead and start making some money and start figuring some things out, or else I'm going to have to pull back. That's not what she said. She said her mom's going to cut off cold turkey, and I don't fucking believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Candy had to figure it out, but sometimes children are put in a position to where they don't have to figure it out, but Candy didn't raise no children that won't figure it out. Do you get what I'm saying? Just because you don't have to figure it out does not mean that you won't figure it out. Riley has a pedigree. She has the musical acumen background, as far as her mother is concerned and her father is concerned. She has the degree. She has the accreditation. She has the money. She has the connections. She has everything that it takes.
All right,
to be
so I
successful
believe she should
in
cut her off.
this world, and I don't think that she should cut her off. What if it take a year and a day? I don't give a fuck. I
Cut
don't
her off.
believe that.
I agree. I think you should.
I don't think that she should cut her off. I think that's cruel, and I think that that comes from a place. I think it is cruel. I do. If not, if you don't have to, she don't have to. Candy could fund if she wanted to. Take care of her motherfucker in there if she wanted to. She could take care of that girl the rest of her life and never realize the money was missing. Number one. But number two, the reason why she told her that is because she does not want her to be a spoiled, entitled child, and she wants her to come and get out there in that workplace and make something for herself and make her own line and her own lineage and her own stuff. But she is not cutting that girl off ever. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I don't believe it. And I don't think that she should. Why? What's it going to hurt Candy? What's it going to hurt Riley?
She'll be all right. What
She's
really
going to be all right because she's not getting cut off.
What really traumatized me is people saying they don't wash their hands and thinking that shit is cute.
Well, Riley did meet New Cats member Georgia McCann. Georgia is a party girl in the NYC area. She throws parties at all of the most exclusive and hot spots, including her party with Diplo.
So she a party promoter?
Yeah, I guess Ava Dash came after a Manolo Blahnik party, and Ava lifted up her foot to show the girls the Manolos, and Georgia grabbed the bottom of the Manolos and then started rubbing her eye. After she rubbed her eye, they went to go use the bathroom, and Georgia did not wash her hands. After she did not wash her hands, Georgia tried to give Riley a hug, and Riley said, "Skirt, back the hell up, bitch." So from there, social media has been in an uproar over whether or not Georgia was in the right or in the wrong. Georgia did say that she's, whatever happened to her body, her choice. And I'm just going to go ahead and just say, Georgia, baby, your body, your choice. If you want to be dirty, go and be dirty. That's NYC for y'all. I don't give a damn what you say, Tori B. There's a lot of girls like Georgia in NYC. But
they around the country. Stop it.
There's a lot of girls like that. We talking about next gen NYC. There's a lot of girls like that in New York City.
You mean
You being
no.
real sensitive today.
Is there not white folks in the rest of the
Is
country?
it,
Don't put that on
is it
NYC.
your time? Is it your time tomorrow?
Don't come for NYC.
Is it your time tomorrow?
That's that. Them people raised her that way.
Tori.
Them people raised her. That's what she said.
Tori.
No, she said them people raised her not to wash her hands. That's them.
And there's a lot of people like that in NYC.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, baby.
It is not.
Y'all not clean like the girls down south clean. I got to be honest with you. Y'all not.
Y'all walk around barefoot. Please stop.
No, we don't. Georgia walk around barefoot.
Y'all walk around
she's
barefoot.
saying NYC, we don't walk around
Y'all
barefoot.
walk around barefoot.
Ooh,
stop it.
That's
Country folk.
Have you been down south and seen
y'all
people
walk around the gas
barefoot?
station barefoot? Stop.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's a stereotype. I'm talking about what I've seen.
People, I'm gonna say
I'm talking about
what
what I've seen with my own eyes when I come to New York.
You ain't seen that. And
yes,
if you did, they homeless. They homeless.
I've seen it. So,
well, then they're homeless.
Oh, how do you know? Now everybody in NYC homeless that's dirty?
A lot of times it's the homeless.
You and your feelings tonight, Diva.
No, I'm not in my feelings.
But as I was trying to say and illustrate my point,
y'all eat possums.
Who?
Somebody said that.
And tell me who said that. Who said that?
I'm done.
Give me the name.
I eat pig feet and hog maws.
They do eat pickled pig feet and hog maws.
You can't find that in New York City.
Sugar. I don't know who eat possum, but okay. You have to understand where that comes from. If they were eating possum as they ate pickled pig feet and ate all those type of things, that was what they were forced to feed to eat, and that they took it and made a delicacy out of it. So now what else is going on? We weren't forced to not wash our hands like the girls at NYC. Y'all dirty. Anyway,
no, you mean
yeah.
Georgia's
So as
dirty.
I was saying,
and whoever raised Georgia is dirty. Because I walk around with hand sanitizer.
I just want to try to say, as I was trying to say, in my thoughts, before I was rudely interrupted by Sugar.
I
was rudely interrupted by Sugar and by the Sugar up here. Piece of I don't know if she's sugar.
Yeah,
she's salty. It's salty, honey. But as I was saying, you can do whatever you want to do with your little funky body. Don't touch mine. Now here's the issue that I have with Riley and the girls not wanting that girl to touch her. Not they don't want to touch her because she's from up north and she dirty. That's not my problem. My problem is if they're gonna be mean to her about it. You don't have to be mean to people. Just keep a healthy distance, bitch. I don't want them to be picking on her because she's different and she's weird. Because that's bully tease to me. I don't like that. So I haven't seen that yet, but I don't like stuff like that. I'm just putting it out here now. Okay, if they're going to start being nasty and mean to her because she's different and she's weird, that's bully tease and I don't live. Go ahead.
I find it very offensive for somebody to sit here and say they want to touch me knowing they ain't washed their nasty ass hands after they done use the bathroom. That is offensive, and you're disgusting.
I need to re-up my cocktail. Give me 1 second.
Don't ever put your nasty ass hands on me. So I agree with Riley. Then he gonna go because he know I'm gonna tear his ass up.
I'm going to make a cocktail. If you would hush for 5
then go ahead.
You can't tear me up, baby. It's never gonna be a day on this earth.
Let me ask you a question.
It's never gonna be a day on this earth where you tear me up. Now keep going.
I'm OCD too. What's the guy name that said he don't wash his hands when he piss?
I mean, I would have seriously reconsidered my stance if Charlie was the one. Charlie douchebag. Charlie is such a douchebag, by the way. If Charlie was the one who was like, yeah, I don't wash my hands either, I'd be like, maybe I should start washing my hands. Now I'm gonna pour my drink, and I trust you're gonna keep my name out of your mouth.
You'll be all right.
No, you're gonna be all day.
Bye. So yes, Charlie enters the scene and says, I don't care that Georgia doesn't wash her hands. It's not a big deal. I go and piss and I don't wash my hands. This is why I don't trust men and I don't shake men's hands. I don't trust nobody. And if y'all don't know COVID is coming back around, I hope y'all, my New York peeps, put your mask on. Sanitizer and Lysol is always in my bag, child.
Yes, because y'all already dirty.
They nasty as hell.
Yes,
they already on the
not NYC people nasty. Oh
no.
Oh yeah.
No. Some palm-colored people get on the internet and said they don't take baths. And some of your favorite Hollywood people said that. So stop saying New York. Okay? They said they don't bathe often, and that was Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis allegedly.
I bathe, baby. One thing about me, I'm a bathe. One thing about me, I bathe, baby. I bathe, baby. I'm gonna take me. I'm a bathe.
You're not everybody in the South.
Oh, you so sad tonight.
They said they let the soap run down their legs, and that's equivalent to washing their bodies.
Some people from up north.
Yep. Amanda K, you heard it too, right? Ashton Kutcher's family allegedly said,
and all of them from and all of them from New York City.
No, Ashton Kutcher is not from. He's from Middle America. Don't lie like that.
Who pissing you off?
You.
I don't give a fuck.
You eat raccoon and pig intestines and everything else. Don't do that.
Never. I don't eat chitterlings, but I do have family that eat chitlins. I don't eat chitlins. I don't eat chitlins. They smell too bad when you cook them. Like when they clean them. Oh my God, I can never. Do I eat neck bones? Yes, I eat neck bones.
Y'all can have it. I don't want it. I don't eat none of that.
You never had a neck bone?
I don't eat that stuff.
Oh baby, well baby, you're not.
And you know what? You want to laugh? Connected. No. You want to laugh? Guess where my mama from?
So your mama walk in the store
Where
barefoot?
Where is my mama from?
So your mama eat possum and walk in the store barefoot?
Stuff. Yes.
She walking around in the store barefoot?
She did eat that stuff, and she did walk around barefoot.
Ain't she white?
Don't play with me. My mama black. Country black.
Where's she from again?
South Carolina.
Yeah, that's different. Your mama Geechee.
From the wood.
Your mama Geechee.
She Geechee, you right.
Yeah, Geechee Gullah, so that's different. That's not Southern. That's Geechee Gullah. You see, that's not Southern. You see how we go like that? That's Geechee Gullah. So they're their own.
Family from Florida too, so don't even do that.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know nobody who does that.
They from Clearwater, Florida. So go.
Oh, girl. Talking. Okay. Anyway, well, maybe I grew up with the era of class and sophistication. I don't know.
No, baby. Y'all.
Oh, I did.
Go.
I did grow up with the era of class and sophistication.
Go and y'all grab stuff from the backyard barefoot.
What?
And y'all eat it.
Who? You're spitting stereotypes. I'm telling you what I've seen with my own eyes. So unless you've seen.
Where's Georgia from? She ain't from New York.
She's from New York. She's born and bred in New York, baby.
She them palm-colored people. She ain't.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Hey, one thing about it I noticed, I'm the heel of this show. You know what a heel is? Heel?
Hell?
Heel.
Hell?
In wrestling, the heel is the bad guy. I get y'all to make me into the bad guy on my own channel. I don't really give a damn.
You ain't never walked barefoot in the grass.
Ew, no. Why would I do that?
I don't like it either. I was like, I don't know how y'all can walk around barefoot.
Who does that? Where are you getting that from?
Country people do walk around barefoot.
You got to stop reading your Berenstein Bears. We're not Berenstein Bears, okay?
Right. Baby, you think I don't travel and go down south?
Diva.
I'm asking you a question.
Diva, I just want to know, when did you travel up and down the south?
Was it 1940? I've been to Atlanta.
You saw people walking around barefoot, girl. I don't know what kind of 1945 fantasy you have, but it's not given, okay?
Well, let's when they in the old backyard, they do walk around barefoot.
Open those eyes and come to the very new.
Charlie nasty as hell.
And so is Georgia, and they all stay in what?
They learn from you. Now stop it.
I don't stay in New York. You do.
I don't be around them people. They the ones. Georgia the ones spreading COVID. Nasty behind, allegedly.
Well, she up there with you, so you might want to watch out.
I don't be by her. I'm in Harlem.
Thank you, Miss Finesse, for being with the right side, the right team.
Oh, you got one person on your side and you happy?
That's all I need, motherfucker. And I don't need nobody on my side because I'm a stand on my shit, baby. I don't give a damn.
He been
If some of
searching
y'all
for
in that
somebody
lounge
to
be
be
on
on
my
his
side,
side. Thank you,
some of
Miss
y'all be on-
Finesse.
let me just
You've
say,
been
if some of y'all
searching
in the
for it.
lounge for those watching on Facebook,
Let me
YouTube,
pour
and X
some
for the
more.
first time is what we call our group chat section. The live chats that go on
Pizza.
Facebook.
I'm loving
Hush,
it.
I'm talking. The live, yeah, thank you. The group chat section is what scrolls through our live shows on Facebook and on YouTube. We call it the lounge because we are No Chaser TV. This is happy hour. We're having our cocktails. We're shooting our shit. We're talking to breeze. We're having good conversation like we do over drinks. You know, that's what we like to do. And, you know, our moderator said that we are tussling and the lounge is full. Let me tell you something. They came to see a show and Tori B and the dirty people up in New York City going to give it to them. And so there's that.
You
And
know
I just
what?
also want to say
Let me
furthermore,
put my
Tori B,
finger here so I can get you pink eye.
I just want to say furthermore.
Pink
Hold
eye.
on, hold on. Wait, furthermore, I just want to say that if some of the people that frequent our lounge agree with me, I would seriously consider my thoughts and stances on a lot of my opinions.
So give him a wrench then and be quiet.
No, I don't want to give them a wrench if I think they always wrong. Some of them got a wrench and I think they always wrong.
Your mommy's watching?
Whose mama's watching?
So I don't want to say her name. You go. Sign
Mama.
mommy. So somebody wrote, leave her alone, Chase. Sign mommy.
Oh, your mom is watching?
No,
Whose mom is
not my
watching?
mom. I'm asking if that's your mom.
Where you see that? From Facebook?
Yes. Maybe you act right now.
No. And I'm not going to
Get
do
him,
it.
mommy. Get him.
Mommy, no, mommy. She said that people from the South eat possum and walk around barefoot and
Mommy clearly heard everything you were saying. Okay,
Well,
you gotta make that to say what she said, okay?
well, I guess the show's over.
Oh,
I can't be myself. I'm gonna have to block her from this. I can be myself.
no, don't do that.
All right, but next year NYC did have it going on. I did like the show. I will be watching it. I may contemplate reviewing it in depth, but I did like what I saw. Or maybe just coming here every Wednesday and reviewing it. I like what I saw. It was good. Oh my God, that's so cute. I'm trying to help you, but you keep instigating. All right, NYC Next Gen's had it going on. And Tori B did not, and my mom is not gonna make me agree with you. So I don't care what's happened. She's not gonna make me do it. She's gonna strongly suggest, and she's gonna talk about it a lot. And I'm still just gonna say, okay, mommy. But I don't agree with Tori B.
I would venture to say
Don't you venture shit.
Love. He started it.
I didn't start it.
You antagonized me by saying
I
New
did
Yorkers are
not.
dirty. You did. You see how you
I
do?
didn't
You're
know that
not
was a trigger for
gaslighting me.
you.
You're
I did not know that.
gaslighting me.
I did no. I
And,
honestly did.
and I'm gonna tell you this: as soon as
Oh,
SD
God.
Mac sees this, she gonna get on you.
As soon as who?
SD Mac, you know she's gonna watch the replay.
Listen, I didn't mean that to trigger anyone. It's just
You're
I
not
have seen
supposed
people.
to offend the New Yorkers.
I did not say that to be. I didn't think it was offensive. I've seen people like that are like the flowers and the berries and the trees and oomph and dirt. Like no feet, like all that kind of stuff in New York. I have. So
There's no berries
I said
up
it.
here. So
I
stop
didn't think that you were going to take it as all of New York, but I forgot New Yorkers, they represent all of you. I'm going to do it our best. I'm from the Bronx. It's just like, whoa, I wasn't even coming for all of New York. I was coming for
Did y'all
that
hear
particular
what he
group
said?
of people.
Now you trying to walk it back? Just apologize.
I'm not apologizing for that shit. Apologize for what?
You made a generalization.
You do it all the time. Oh, please. I know you're not serious. You cannot be serious. Torby, you better go on, girl. Girl, I won't be doing it next. You took it that way. You took it that way. That's how you. I'm sorry. That's how you feel. How about that?
What came out your mouth?
I don't even remember, baby. I gotta be honest.
All right, because it's the Henny talking.
Oh, it's not the Henny. I meant what I said. Not. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Right, Sean. Sean said it. Calling people dirty is not offensive. It surely is. You know what? I'm gonna start.
What's the girl not? Y'all just set up there calling the girl dirty
because she said she don't wash her hands.
So then what is? So what now?
Stop saying New Yorkers are dirty. You said New Yorkers are dirty. And we don't play that sucia. Yo habla español. Yo habla español.
And now you in your feelings and you got boo-boo and
yo habla español.
Trying to agree with you. And it's not the truth.
Brown people do not like to be called dirty either.
On me. You won't put it on me. You won't put it on me. Not me. Not me.
I'm gonna roll back the tape. And matter of fact, the people who gonna rewatch this live is gonna call you out on your foolishness.
Sean, go on somewhere. Calling people dirty is not offensive. You literally were just in the comments talking about how dirty the girl was on No Chaser TV. So stop it, okay?
I never said I didn't wash my hands. And I never said I go to the bathroom and don't wash my hands. When you do that, that's dirty. In New York, it's very different because we share train
cars. All I said was,
and we put our hands on it. So a million people not washing their hands after using the bathroom is disgusting.
As I was coming for the whole damn state, and I didn't. I said I've seen people like that.
You seen people like that in New York? That's what you said.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean said you said New York is dirty.
It's clean. No, New York City is clean. New York City is clean.
You need to say allegedly.
New York City is clean.
Before you said what you said. He did say New Yorkers. The lounge agrees with me.
It's actually been in New York City. New York City is clean. Y'all better get out my motherfucking face. Stop playing on me tonight.
Yo habla español. And to call somebody sucia is not good. He did say New Yorkers.
I know New Yorkers. I see New Yorkers that's dirty like that. Obviously, I wasn't speaking about every fucking New Yorker, but oh my God, we're new here. We don't know what's going on.
A lot of people don't flush toilets. You're absolutely right. It's disgusting out here.
It's disgusting. Girl,
y'all better get the world.
No. Y'all playing in my face. Y'all know New York City is dirty as fuck. Stop playing with me. And I love the concrete jungle nonetheless. Doesn't mean I don't like it no less. It is what it is. Stop playing. Y'all got to get on. Now, I know you like pride for your city. I love that for you. Okay?
And right. Florida is racist as hell.
What else is going on?
Yep.
But you see how I didn't just say no. It's not. It is. Next. What else is going on?
That's why I don't like going there.
Florida T, if you know who to go with and what to do.
Oh, I'll go to Miami and stay in Brickell. I'll definitely do that, but
that's not Florida. But I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I definitely get it. Miami's not part of Florida.
It's not like all that Florida encompasses. So it is Florida, but it's not
area.
It is definitely a part of Florida, but it's not the only Florida experience one could have.
Okay, I've been to Jacksonville. I've been to St. Pete. I've been to
That goes back to me saying Florida is fun.
I've been to Orlando.
That goes back to me saying Florida is fun.
I don't know if it's fun. I think it's
Florida is fun, if you know what to do, period. That's what that goes back to.
I venture to say I don't care for Florida. Actually, the
Mhm.
nuttiest people are in Florida. You know, when you go to Google and it say Florida
Mr.
man,
That said, excuse me, Mr. That said the mayor declared war on the rats in NYC, and y'all mean to tell me y'all get thank you, Miss Finesse, because they are clearly playing in my fucking face tonight. Stop it. Stop it. You want to? That's how bad you want to take down me. That's how bad you want a piece of me.
there's
I
rats
think you take a
everywhere.
better shot than that if you're gonna get me. If you're gonna take me down, do better. Let's move on before I really get to cussing y'all ass out up here tonight.
Yo, y'all got a show today. We've been tussling for like 30 minutes.
So, I sure ain't going to Jacksonville or Fort Myers for a good time. Well, baby, you don't know a good time, baby, because you come to Jacksonville, I'm gonna show you one. Catch that dirt, baby, baby,
Actually,
baby, baby.
was it 2
Jacksonville is a
years
good
ago?
fucking time.
I was in Tampa 2 years ago. The strip club I was at, woo child.
But now
Strippers
since you
with
say you're
no
not coming, don't
ass,
come.
and
Thank
it
you.
was barely drizzling in there.
We don't want you to come. Don't come. So
Good. Can't stand Florida. And my family from there. The Puerto Rican side and the black side. Couldn't pay me to go there.
ooh, we gonna get so tired of cussing Tori B out up here. I just don't know what to do. Ooh, girl, there's a more show. We got more show. Yeah, we got 2 more topics, and we're gonna get the hell up on
Okay,
out of here.
let's get to
We
the
tried.
topics. We over there.
No, because you definitely tried me today.
Yes.
Mm-mm. I really do think though that this is a wonderful way for you to have your last show with us.
I'm gonna need you to stop threatening me. I
No,
don't take
I
kindly to shit like that.
like it. It's fun.
Ciao.
It's like a part of our thing.
Ciao. He threatened me the other day because I didn't see his DM about getting him a hat at Beyonce. Like I had a lot of stuff going on, child. It was raining. I did all right. So guys, I went to Beyonce twice. The first time it was
I didn't threaten you.
yeah, you did. You threatened my
No, I
job.
didn't.
You threatened my job. He's like, she want to be fired. She ain't answer my DM.
Oh,
Yes, you
well,
did. Yes, you
he
did.
did not answer. So
And didn't I rectify it?
no,
Yes, I did.
here
I
I
gave
am.
you a
Hatless.
solution.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
thank you. So,
See?
as I said, he still threatened me.
Oh, please.
I went to the Beyonce concert twice.
You don't ever heard of confidential private information?
It's all right. Don't be a hater in South Central while drinking your juice. And the first time I had floor seats. I was very close to the queen. And the second time I was in the rain. Like the videos of Beyonce performing in the rain, I was there.
Not
So,
me.
so
I'm glad y'all didn't get sick. That's how you know it was ordained by God.
yeah. So I will say, it was a great time, but I would have enjoyed the second time more and I had family here. I had family I flew in. So I really wasn't paying attention to my phone the way Chase thinks I should have been paying attention to I did not see his DM. Okay. Anyway. Y'all all conversating about where everybody from. Chase, your divisive conversation about where people are from.
It wasn't divisive. Y'all made it that way. Y'all know that's not what I meant.
We're
I did
joking.
not mean it that way. I did not mean it that way. Y'all took it, y'all ran with it, and y'all thought y'all was gonna make me do something. I'm not. I know. No.
Okay. Anyway, the divisive conversation got people
the conversation that you guys elected to make divisive.
Uniting in the lounge. And everybody like, oh, I'm over here. Yes, love is in Canada. I need to come. My cousin has been.
Oh, you're in Canada, eh?
My cousin was like, we need to go to Toronto. I definitely need to go to Canada.
Very briefly, I do want to say that I'm sorry. Let's just move on. But very briefly, Andy was on The View. He did speak about all things Bravo. Most importantly, Andy did go ahead and say that the Real Housewives of New Jersey is actively casting. This comes after the announcement that Dolores, Marge, Melissa, and Teresa will all be at BravoCon, coupled with Teresa at the Next Gen NYC premiere party, saying that she will be interested in working with. Now, she wouldn't be interested, but she would work with the old cast again after a year to two almost of saying that she would not. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Bravo thought that they were going to take them off the air for 10 years and think that we were going to forget that we don't want them hoes on that show together. And I'm here to tell Bravo right now, I don't want it. Marge and Melissa have to go.
Can we put a petition in and put all the people we
Fire
don't like
them.
on the network?
Fire them.
I would do a petition. Like, I don't want Ashley Darby back on my screen. I agree. Well, I don't even watch New Jersey no more because of Melissa Gorga. I couldn't stand her. But I wouldn't want, for me to even start watching again, she gotta be gone. That's for sure. And who else is somebody I don't want on another show? I think those are the only two shows I don't like people. Oh, and Britt Eady, don't bring her ass back either.
Facts. All right. I just thought I'd go ahead and put that out there just because, you know, we got people who love Jersey, who watch, and our Jersey recap was really popular last year. Really popular. That was one of the reasons why we grow so much week by week, week over week in followers, because our show was so popular. Give me 1 second. Damn, I know okay, there we go. We got some Married to Medicine tea for you guys, so let's go ahead and view it. I can view it.
Oh yeah, that one is a good one. I forgot about that one.
I can view it.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch Swap. I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I don't think I care to. Even though my girl Wendy, I'm not. Sorry.
Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna do it.
And who wanna watch Melissa annoying ass be swapped with somebody else? Ugh, gross.
Oh, somebody said how was Contessa Party? I did something before I logged off. Contessa Party was real cute. It was real cute. We didn't get it started too bad down there. That was my first time filming this season. It was real cute. It was cute. It was a good time. Contessa looked good. Heavenly was there. Her and Heavenly gave each other a huge kind of hug. I think they're in a better place. I know when we were at Quad's party a couple of weeks ago, they didn't talk to each other at all. At Quad's party, based to my recollection, but at Contessa's thing, they were all there. The new girl was there. I got a chance to kick it with her. Ooh, somebody else on Married to Medicine this season. Y'all remember, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn by telling this. Y'all remember Angel that was on Basketball Wives, dark-skinned pretty girl that's a nurse? She's gonna be on Married to Medicine this year. She's Quad brought her along and she's filming and getting along with the girls and they're loving her real good. And y'all know how it goes. Intention is always to just kind of come along and film along, and based on how entrenched in the storylines and stuff you get will determine if you get bumped up to main cast or not. But Angel is on there. I'm trying to think. Audra was at the party. Toya, Quad, Contessa, Simone, Heavenly, all the husbands. Mimi was there. The new girl Mimi and her husband Steve. Steve had a badass Louis Vuitton trench coat on. I mean, it was a good time. I miss Audra a lot too. They did mic Audra up. So that was a good thing. They did mic Audra up. Me and Heavenly talk about it all the time. Audra didn't get a fair shake. Audra was pregnant. Her mom passed, a family member passed, and I think it was like some COVID stuff going on at the same time. Her and Martin literally, they couldn't show up to a lot of the filmings or whatever. And that is why, Audra ended up kind of getting the X. I don't think Audra got a fair shake, and I don't think Janice got a fair shake. I think that they should have gave Audra one more go around, and so they should have given Janice another go around. But I want to tell you too, I think a lot of times when people get the pink slip or they get the X, they get in their feelings and they feel away, they feel embarrassed, or they feel slighted, or they don't want to feel like they're begging. But the proper course of action for Audra and Martin to have done was to actually just come back around the next season and get all entrenched in the stuff, and like literally they would have had no choice but to put you back. The beautiful thing is, they did, whenever Audra comes around, they do put a microphone on her, which says that they are open to you getting all in the mix. But you got to fight. It's like trying to make line in college. Yeah, it's like 500 girls showing up at the party trying to be an AKA. You could either just go to the party and stand up against the wall, or you could work the room and go meet the sisters and all that type of stuff. Somebody said, was Sweet Tea there? No, Sweet Tea was not there.
All right. That was the eyewitness report from Funky Dineva. One moment. All right. Okay, just making sure I'm still up here. That was the eyewitness report from Funky Dineva on Dr. Contessa's party. I did find the new the new Married to Medicine chick. Remember a week or two ago we played the video where he was calling her boring and normal. I did find her Facebook. Her Instagram.
Mm-hmm. I remember her from Basketball Wives. Her name is Angel Love.
No, not Angel.
Not Angel. It's
there's,
another.
There's
he did call her normal. You're right.
Yeah, her name is Brandy.
Oh, that's her name.
Her name is Brandy. She has a practice in Georgia. She's very pretty. I just don't get that she'll turn up, but she's a doctor, so I don't know if we want the docs to turn up. I don't know, you know what I mean? But she's young, she's pretty, and so there's that. I always wonder why Angel wasn't there. Quiet needs a friend that's actually her friend, because I'm just gonna always say them girls are not her friend. They're playing nice, and that includes you, Dr. Heavenly. I don't give a damn what y'all think.
I know.
For me, you can't do the things that Heavenly has done and be a friend. A true friend to me. But there is that on the Married to Medicine front. When it comes to Audra, I don't miss her.
I like her.
I didn't, but I did think that Janice should have gotten another shot. And if I had to pick someone from the past over Audra, it would definitely be God, what was that doctor's name?
Which season?
She came on the same season with Sweet Tea and Phaedra. Dr. Alicia. I thought that she.
Oh yeah, I like Dr. Alicia.
I thought Dr. Alicia was perfect.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really did. I didn't understand why they didn't keep them. But I also like Audra too. So she started mess. I was here for it.
What I'm talking about.
You got something. I guess she was saying, you got something against her, Chase. It seemed like you got something. It seems like you holding back. I don't know.
Who we talking about? Brandy? Dr. Brandy?
Yeah, Sean. Which one, Brandy or I think. Yeah, I guess she's talking about the new lady on the cast.
Oh yeah, I never Anila, never Anila.
Yeah, y'all can keep Anila. I
I
don't.
got something against.
They
I don't
gave
know her. I
her
just
more
think that-
chances than anybody else.
I don't know Dr. Brandy. I just skimmed her Instagram, so I don't know. Just based off of what I saw on Instagram, I don't know her.
Yeah, they gave Anila too many chances. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, I don't know anything about Dr. Brandy. I just saw her Instagram, and it just to me didn't really give. It's interesting the kind of people that they pick for that show, as compared to the people they pick for. It's the same production company, as compared to the people they pick for like Miami Housewives.
Mm,
Kind of like night and day almost, you know.
yeah.
Which is good to have its own identity, but mm, the girls that they pick, I just say this: it's a reason why everybody Mariah cast is still on that show. Because Mariah found Dr. Heavenly, Toya, Quad, Simone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jackie. She found that group. And like it or not, they still there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I
But
feel
then,
like
wait, but then when you think about those kind of girls, Mariah cast, right?
mhm.
But then the girls that we look at that the network that the production company has cast, Contessa, Dr. Brandy, Audra,
Anila.
Anila. Well, yeah, Anila, but Toya
You
actually did
forgot
know
Buffy
Anila.
too.
Buffy, like they just that group of girls and this group of girls.
Well, I don't
They
like
should have kept Mariah and Caston. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't like Jackie, but I think what they tried to do with Anila is to diversify the cast.
Well, I wouldn't want to do it if I were her, because Mariah's last reunion, she says y'all didn't want to show my Black Kadeshi family and my Indian side of my family, and y'all didn't want to do all of that. And then the next thing they cast the Indian couple. It just was like blatant,
Yeah.
And then she gets on there talking in a black accent with those missing teeth, and it's just like, girl, I can't do it. Can't do it. I don't wanna.
Ooh. Ciao.
Can't do it. Yeah. All right. And I like Janice too. I thought Janice should have come back, but when I did watch, Janice gave at the beginning, and I don't know if they cut her stuff out at the end, but she was kind of mute at the end. She didn't really say a lot at the reunion. I do think that she should have gotten a second go around. So I was very surprised that she didn't get a second go around. But it's like almost like the friend slot of doom. If you get in that friend slot, you might as well kiss it goodbye. So the fact that Dr. Mimi is coming back is a big deal, because they normally don't bring you back after they make you a friend. Lastly, Paulo got a child. An adult child, nonetheless. So let's go ahead and see what the hell Paulo got going on down to the thing, because I was gagged, the world is gagged, but it did touch at some heartstrings of a few people. So let's go ahead and look at that, and then we're going to call it a night. And we're going to start by opening the phone lines. We haven't heard from you guys in quite a while. Don't be afraid to give us a call, and just talk to us. It's been a while. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it, baby. I'm gonna watch Moesha, baby. But I'm gonna get my game rewatch. So actually, there we go.
He came into visitation. I was
Okay, so you this is the date. You about to meet this guy that you just first off, pop out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
You just confirmed you got a DNA test.
But remember, I'm telling you, I always got smacked in the head with the premonition that
Something could be there.
Yeah. God used to tell me all the time, son, you got a kid out here. Mm-hmm. But I'm like,
That's bogus.
Yeah, that's bogus.
Yeah. So, with that understanding, it's the first day you about to meet him in the flesh. What in the world is going through your mind?
Well,
Are you still skeptical? Because at the time, it's still like, I kind of like, this is wild. Like, this is a prank. Like,
now I'm just rolling with it, man. I needed some excitement.
true. Yeah, I can see
I'm
that,
in
yeah.
jail. I got it. Like,
Might as well spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, now
Shit.
it's like, man, okay, you know. And the guy comes to the visit, man. And when I seen him, I was just in awe, man. For real. I broke down crying again. I gave him a hug. I was just like,
so you've seen it. Like, as soon as you see him.
yeah, man. I did. I was like, whoa, this is something else. This was, dude. Yeah, it was definitely a shift. I was like, shit.
You got a lot of explaining to do.
Or maybe he does. I don't know. Somebody's got to tell me something here because this is weird. You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me, so you see him and you're crying.
Yeah.
Is he emotional as well?
He didn't break down crying. Like, I think he was maybe a little emotional, but he was holding it together. I don't know what he was going through, but I'm sure he was definitely, there was a lot of
things going on.
a lot of
right
things
there.
going on, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you see this kid, you talk to this kid, you see him. Do y'all still speak to this day? What's the communication like all the way up to this point?
Oh yeah, we're locked in.
You're locked in.
Oh yeah, me and him is locked in.
Because we don't
for
see
sure.
this guy anywhere. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, we're locked in, like two peas in a pod.
So
it was
y'all-
cool though, because like when I came home, I actually we build the bond, you know, right? So we're doing all that stuff, talking on the phone every day, whatnot. Sometimes there's a disconnect. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's just because, you know, life goes. But I mean, we're locked in. We're pretty locked in, man.
So you call this man right now?
Oh yeah, right now. Oh,
He'll
yeah.
pull up on you?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
cool.
sure.
So with all of that going on, it's a lot of moving pieces. When's the last time you spoke to this person?
Well, I mean, you really want to know?
Yeah, no, like for real, that's
I'm speaking to him right now.
what do you mean?
I'm speaking. You're the guy.
Oh, what you mean?
You're the guy. Yeah.
Wasn't nobody gonna tell me I'm interviewing my father today?
Man.
Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing? What you mean? Yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah.
That's how it's done. You're speaking to him right now.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for reaching out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
Definitely.
It's been a hell of a process, right? A hell of a process.
Crazy process.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot on your plate. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, and we have a lot of answers for you. So, you guys stay tuned, and until next time, y'all stay up. Y'all be great.
All right, whoop, there it is. What the fuck?
He look just like him.
Yes, he does.
He handsome. Let's, you know, be Apollo without the toxic shit
Ooh,
and the abusive, allegedly the abuse.
ooh, got my coochie purling. Oh gosh. All right, time to go.
I don't know how old his son is.
Oh my God, how old is he? Oh,
I don't know.
thanks a lot. You're like a wet blanket.
What?
Nothing. Let's
I
read
mean, I
some
gotta
comments.
say that because I don't want a duplicate of what he act like. Hell no.
Go ahead and read a few comments and let's go. 2 or 3 comments and we're outie.
Amanda K, long lost son, LOL. Miss Finesse says, I was gagged.
Boots, honey. Boots on the ground.
And they say he looked just like Apollo.
Don't know.
They are definitely some heart throbs. Yeah. Those were the comments.
Oh, we got a call. Oh Lord. Hey, Sean. Sean.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
I had the volume down. I'm confused. How that guy didn't know that Apollo was his dad?
I was confused at first too, but I think that they were joking. Like they knew the whole time. And then they did the reveal for us, but they have already known. So I think that portion of it was like a joke to build up to them doing that was the way they chose to reveal it. Does that make sense?
Oh, that was dumb. Okay. Because I thought he really didn't know who he was. I'm like, but you just said you met him and was talking to him. I'm like, that didn't make sense. I wanted to talk about Riley.
Uh-oh.
Candy is not gonna cut her off completely. I think Candy is gonna cut off the extras. She's not gonna pay for her apartment. She gonna make her come home. You gonna have to buy your own clothes, figure out your insurance and car stuff, and get a job. But I don't think she gonna cut her off completely.
Thank you.
But you knew that. You know she wasn't gonna cut her off completely.
I said that, but Tori B cussed me out about it. Say, Sean.
But she do need to be cut off. She need to learn how to hustle.
Yeah.
Your mama just spent what, 100 or whatever thousands of dollars for you to go to school, and for you to come home and do nothing. You need to hustle and get your stuff together. And you did say New York, all the New Yorkers are dirty. we was just talking about that one girl. She nasty.
She nasty. Period. Thank you, Sean.
And to me, Riley was not being mean. She was setting her boundaries.
No,
don't touch me.
Mean. But what I was saying, Sean, is if they treat her moving forward a type of way because she's dirty, to me, that is going to be bullying. You get what I'm saying?
How? No, I understand that, but how is it bullying if you don't want to be around somebody nasty that don't wash their hands?
Mean to a person.
All
because they dirty.
Okay, but what if she always want to laugh and hit you and touch you and try to touch your face and hair and touching the table?
I think that Riley has enough gumption to set her straight if she does.
But then you gonna say it's mean every time she bring it up if she keep trying to touch her.
Not if the girl continuously crosses boundaries. That the girl get the boundary. Okay. You get what I'm saying? I'm fair. Sean, don't get like I'm not fair.
Sometimes, hey, okay.
But anything else?
But the show seems kind of young. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into it, but I'm gonna try it because ain't nothing else on.
They timed that perfectly. There is nothing else on except for the Valley. Y'all watch that.
I don't watch that at all because I hate Jax.
Racist.
What happened to the Coogan's law where when the child makes the money, it has to be put up in an account and the adults can't touch it? What happened?
It depends on what state you're in.
Remember? I was saying it also depends on if your parents can spell Coogan. You think Kim and Croy?
But I think it was more Kim than Croy that was spending that girl's money.
I think everybody benefited from it. I don't think that they went dipping into that money until they had to. In my opinion, this is what I think happened. I don't know for facts. I feel like once their money ran out, they were like pulling from every source that they can get the money from to do this, to do that, to keep this, to keep that, and to do a little something on the side. So that's what I think.
And still lost the house.
But I think Kim had more control over the account. I don't think Croy was able to.
I believe that. Oh yeah. Well, maybe he was, but he wasn't going to be able to touch it without Kim's knowledge. Because if he touched it without Kim's knowledge, Kim would be all in the press. Croy spent my baby money and I had no idea. So we'll see.
But that's a doggone shame when you work that hard and you get nothing to show for it.
Yeah. That's true.
What else? What else did you talk about? New York, Atlanta. Oh, I said if Dennis have another baby, Portia gonna lose her mind, especially if he liked the new girl better than her. It's gonna be World War III.
She couldn't wait.
Would you want cameras around for that?
Say that again.
Would you want cameras for that?
Like, she ain't gonna show her true colors. She gonna be a little nasty, but it ain't gonna get true like it really off camera. We got to see that off camera.
You know, the first thing she said to Mama D is, "He got one baby mama."
See,
wait to say that.
Don't let him get married, and then she ain't got that control anymore, and it's gonna be on and popping then.
That's why she don't like his mama.
Oh Lord, that's another rabbit hole. Sean, thank you for calling. We actually got some other callers tonight, so that's
okay. Bye.
We do appreciate you. Thank you, Sean, for all of your support across No Chaser. All right. Hey, Miss Finesse. Hey there.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
So I just wanted to come on to Team Chase first of all tonight. Team Chase.
We're in
You
the
know,
minority.
we're definitely a force together. That's why we only need each other. We only need each other. We're definitely a force. Um, I wanted to kind of expand upon y'all points about Riley. I had some strong feelings in the chat just because like I'm a spoiled child, right? But I also have a really strong work ethic as well. So you know what I mean. I'm a single mother. I take care of my daughter. I work hard every day. I put myself through school. You know what I mean. But I always had the support of my parents. The thing I kept going back to was Candace on Real Housewives of Potomac. All of the women were really jealous of the way that Miss Dot, took care of Candace because they had the money to do so. You know what I mean? And I really want, and it really only seems to be prevalent with Black people, where we have this thing where we kind of feel like Todd. I got it out the mud, so you should too. I'm not really in agreement with that. I'm not. I'm not. If we have the means to educate our children on the right things to do, but also support them as well. Both things have to go hand in hand. You don't have to send your child out to the struggle. And I got what you were saying, Tori, about having like the entitled, family members and all of that other stuff. Like I understand that too, but that goes to what the parent chooses to instill in the child, and that's no shade to your family. I don't want you to take it that way at all. It's no
No,
shade
I
to your
don't.
family, but it's all in what you choose to instill in your child. My father is, he's an immigrant. He came over here with nothing. He built himself from nothing, worked really, really hard to get everything that he had. And as a result of that, we all benefit from that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just want people. I want our people to let go of that get it out the mud mentality. Because I had to struggle, you got to struggle too. I just don't. I don't agree with that at all. You can still have a very strong work ethic. You can still have some decency and some get up about yourself, but also still know that your parents are going to support you. And what else did I have? Apollo gagged me, but you could kind of look at his son and know that that was his son, like straight off the break, because he looks like Apollo like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like they've got the same body structure, like they look the same, and they are definitely two very handsome men. Um, but I do agree with you, Tori. I hope that he doesn't have any of Apollo's less than desirable traits allegedly. I hope that he's a better man. Maybe for Apollo not being in his life so much, maybe he didn't have such a formative hand in building up those negative things in him. Maybe his mother did a better job on her own, and maybe she made the decision to kind of keep him in the dark. Maybe because of that, maybe she saw some things in Apollo, and she didn't want her son to grow up with that stuff. So. Um, but that was pretty much all I had. I just want us to, evolve to a different mindset. If other races and other people can, sprinkle the money around and, nepotism, we got a real big problem with nepotism. I don't know what that is, but, if we can spread it around to our children, why not? My baby's spoiled. Oh my God, she's so spoiled.
I agree
But
with
when
you.
she,
I agree with
yeah,
you. My daddy helped me get my apartment. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I told you he gave me credit cards. It's not that. What I'm saying is it has to be a fine line. You can't overdo it.
right.
And again, you know, I just don't agree with 15 and 16-year-olds saying, "Oh, I want an iPhone." Yeah, I still had, despite me being able to ask my daddy for some money, I still worked. I was
Oh,
independent.
baby. Well, again, Tori B stay in 1945 because she was in Florida and saw people walking barefoot on grass in the grocery store and eating possums and raccoons and shit like that. Thank you
You
so
walk
much,
in the
Miss
grass
Vanessa.
barefoot. Stop
I
playing.
don't. You are the grass barefoot. How about that? All right,
Oh,
Miss Vanessa.
all
Thank you
right.
so
Good
much.
night,
I
y'all.
appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, our
Hi
last caller
guys.
of the night. Hey,
We got one
Cohen.
more.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
how are
Cohen.
y'all?
I'm
How
all
are
right,
y'all?
pal, I guess.
Oh, well, Chase, I'm on your side a little bit tonight because I have to agree, because but I can speak to this a lot better because I am in my early 20s and I just got my MBA and everything. Well, I mean I can because it's true because I'm around Riley's age. So
What is Tori B
basically,
an old part?
well,
The
no, but the
old
thing is,
fart.
No. But I'm speaking kind of from like the economy and everything, because even with having an MBA and everything and having like 2 degrees in my bachelor's, it's really hard to kind of get like jobs out here and stuff. So I think, and even though her mom is like Candy Burris, there are people that like went to Harvard. I was reading something about that the other day that can't find jobs either. So, I just think that, in this era, you kind of got to give a little grace because I mean,
You
it's
want
really,
me
it's,
to
it's
tell
He
you
has
really, it's
never
really
met
hard.
Grace and
You want
given
me
it.
to
It's
tell
really
you
hard.
something? You want me
No,
to tell you something?
no.
Guess what year I came out of college?
Say it.
2007, when the economy
Oh, Lord.
crashed. So it took me forever to get a good job. I would say I didn't get into corporate until like 7 years ago. So a millennial, they said we the most educated generation, and we don't make that much money. We was living with our parents for a long time. So I'm sorry, but I had to
Okay,
figure it out.
you ate me with that then. You ate me with that. But
No, she ain't eat you. Go ahead and give your comment, baby.
No,
well,
but it's the truth.
No, it's
no,
okay. Let
yeah,
him give his comment though, baby.
no, it is kind of true. But I just don't think there's anything wrong with. I don't. I'm sure she's not lazy, and because I mean, she went to school. She did something. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I'm just being completely honest. It could be a
Yeah.
lot worse.
We
Mhm.
have shitty presidents, Bush and Trump, and that's the reason why the economy sucks. Unfortunately, I wish we had Biden or Kamala, but the powers that be did what they did, and this is what we stuck with. And we tried to tell them, but this is where we at. But I agree with you. It's not that I don't think y'all deserve grace. I'm gonna be honest with you, Cole. I used to work at a nonprofit. I used to help college graduates get jobs, and I pray for y'all because you're not included in that. But the educational system is not a good one. So that's what
Yeah.
I'll say.
What's your comment, Cohen?
What'd you say, Chase? You kind of cut out.
What's your comment, baby?
Oh, that was my comment. I just came to talk
Oh.
about Riley because I was on your team a little bit because I don't think there's anything wrong with being pampered, especially like I said in this economy. It's a lot going on, and I just think that when you have parents that are a bit understanding through and through, it really does make a difference. Is all.
And she gonna be all right at the end of the day. She Riley, last name Burris. Thank you, Cohen. We appreciate you for calling. Oh my
Yes,
baby.
Cohen.
Yes, thank you
Mm.
guys so much.
All
Right.
right.
Cohen, you dating?
Oh, I can't spell my T now. I can't spell my T like
Bye.
that.
Yeah, Chase always trying to get somebody to spill their tea. He ain't spill his tea.
I can ask him that.
Well, I'll say
You won't be
this.
spilling your tea.
Oh,
I'll say this. I've been fighting. It's been one battle after another since December. I'll leave it like that. But anyway,
Because it's
I'll leave
piss
it like
and
that.
shit in the dating pool.
Well, it's
y'all
not even
stay
about
calm.
dating. It's kind of adjacent, dating adjacent. I'm just really focusing on me and other stuff going on in my life. And plus, like I said, I'm trying to fight this job market. I don't have time to be dating. Like that,
Focus
I
on
take
that
care of.
coin.
Yeah, I take care of. Yeah.
Focus on that.
AKA he a floozy. All right, baby. We'll see you later. Thank you so much.
You cannot say that. You see,
No,
What'd
stop
you say?
putting
What'd you
words
say?
in people's
What'd you say?
mouth.
I'm
Chase? 'Cause you
joking.
cut
Oh
out.
my
You cut out.
God.
What'd you say? You cut out.
Called you a floozy.
No, absolutely not.
We know that Cohen is
Absolutely not.
anything but. All right, okay. Well, thank you so much for calling in and supporting. We appreciate you. All right.
Yes.
All right.
All
For y'all who don't know, we raised Cohen on Clubhouse, and now he is grown and degreed. And so that's our little child. So I can ask him if he got going on, what he got going on. With that being said, my name is Chase. This is Tori B. I want to
wait.
thank you guys first. No, I know.
I just
Oh,
wanted
wait,
to
what?
address somebody who had a question.
Oh my God. What? I want
Diced
to go home.
pineapples. We already covered Kim, so you're gonna have to rewatch to catch what we said about Kim. Sorry.
We ate and then I ate. Sorry, be with that being,
Psych.
there is no psych actually.
It
Hey,
is.
guys, pineapples. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Turn on your notifications. If anything breaks between now and next time, we'll come as we always do and give you a show. And go ahead and make sure you watch Next Gen NYC. If you haven't already, I enjoyed it. Hopefully, you guys will too. We'll definitely see you next week for Atlanta as we're wrapping up the season. Tomorrow, we may come back tomorrow because Child, tomorrow's the reunion. They film tomorrow. And so be on the lookout for that. And I do want to say, I did not mean all New Yorkers. So all New Yorkers definitely aren't dirty, and I do apologize for that. But I have definitely seen some dirty ass New Yorkers, and I ain't taking that back. With that being said, thank you for watching and tuning in here on No Chaser TV. To our callers, Cohen, Miss Finesse, and Sean, thank you so much. Love, love, love. Amanda K. Dice Pineapples. Hey, Gracie, why is
Chase had a Portia moment with the Hennessy.
why is she not?
So
No,
that's
I'm
why I
not.
said that.
No, I didn't. I know what. No, I didn't. I didn't. Heifer.
That's why you said that crazy shit.
No, it wasn't crazy. Tori is spoiled. That's why she got to talking that bullshit. You can't fool me. Zoel.
I said I am. I admitted to it.
Everybody. Hey, everybody. If we didn't get to you, it's because I'm tired and I'm hungry. So, but thank y'all so much for your support always and forevermore. We do appreciate you. Make sure that you guys like the video wherever you're watching and leave a hard comment or tweet in the section to keep us in the algorithm. We do greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. Peace. Oh, and to my mama, thank you for watching. Yeah. Ooh, I'm joking. I'm joking.